Hey everybody, Cal here, bringing you episode 11 of the Lizardmen Let's Play of Total War Warhammer 2. Just recapping what happened last time, we brought Mazdamundi down to the jungle here, the creeping jungle that is, in hopes of attacking Tlaxlan and taking this province down here, securing a whole bunch of ritual currency for us. Mazdamundi's just been sort of raiding the settlements that the orcs have here, getting us money for building up the Coast of Squalls here as a new economic base, tucked away, hidden. We have a rebellion here at Skeggy that I think the garrison's not going to have trouble with, and then we have some dark elves attacking the fallen gates. I'm pretty sure the garrison can take them, but we also have the Empire here to help us. As well as our new Slan Mage Priest, Makla'gor. So, with that, we have just a couple things to do this turn. We want to give Mazdamundi another point. So, I'd like to get into the red tree soon. We've basically tapped out everything else in yellow. But telekinesis, another 15% missile resistance. He already has 23%, another 15%. And he is now at 38% missile resistance. That's almost 40% missile resistance, which is crazy. So the one thing that he would normally have to watch out for is now not really a concern at all. Going back up through our settlements, we'd like to get another level in our geomantic. Take our geomantic pylon, turn into a geomantic spire. That'll give us undetermined boosts. I still have to figure out exactly how the geomantic web is working. I know in general you want buildings here and you want them in adjacent provinces, but not exactly how we want to do that. We can go ahead and put the scrying pool in Chotek's Causeway. That will unlock some technologies and generally make this province a little bit more secure. Chotek's Causeway is back from the main line, so it doesn't necessarily need walls. So we need walled settlements here to keep folks out. Technically somebody could sail around here or, trickily try to get through past one of these settlements, but it would be quite difficult. This is a very well-defended, narrow little passageway here. So with that, I think we're ready to go ahead and end the turn and move on with our adventure. Gotta say, I'm liking the music back here. Sort of low chanting. So I'm enjoying Lustria here. I sort of have been thinking to myself recently, oh, Ss'ildra is doing something. It's running around checking on ruins. So they're re-expanding into all the ruins we kicked them out of previously. Lovely. New world colonies moving around to attack. Of course they're going the long way for some reason. There are the orcs running back and forth. Undead being sort of wandering all over the place here. Okay, so the right kind of warrior. Rumors reach you of forces loyal to your ancient enemy, the ruinous ones, obtaining a vile, corrupted foothold on Lustrian soil. However, you have recently instituted a new spawning program, resulting in many Lizardmen of the wrong caste. Will you send your depleted armies out, or institute a fresh spawning of deadly Saurus warriors? So we can strike now, which is Untitled +1, recruitment cost +25% for 5 turns, or wait then strike. We're not recruiting anything right now, so we'll go with strike now. So we do actually want to take this province here. What would be the sack value of Spink Tizuma? That would be 5620. That's a good chunk of money. I don't think they have an amazing garrison or anything. Not for all the teeth in the world. So I may just start taking over this province here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Temple of Carta. They should be still depleted here from last turn. We can just auto-resolve, knock them out. Not too much damage done to us. And we will go ahead and occupy this. Killed an enemy in battle. Wand of Jet. This is 57 seconds of increased to power reserves and power charge rate. That is a very good item. We got our 300 battle captives, which gives us 3 Blessed Saurus warriors. That's another reason we don't really mind that increase in recruitment cost, because we have a whole bunch of blessed spawnings that we haven't used yet. So if we're going to recruit anything, we'll recruit from here. Mazdamundi gained another level, and I think we're going to start him down the red line at last. I mean, reducing the cost of these spells would be good, and getting an overcast would be alright, but I think right now we have enough magic. It doesn't really matter. Just buffing up the army is the next important thing to do. So we can go ahead and put in, what does the logging camp get us? Just timber, which I guess we could trade, but I mean, we only have the colonies right now, so I think we want probably to put in a skink foraging camp first. We do have the orcs right here, who will probably come down and try to take it from us, but that's all right. We'll deal with the situation as it evolves. Up this way, I mean, we could wait for the New World colonies to get involved, but I think I'm going to send them at Ss'ildra. If they take it, then I will be happy, because we'll have a buffer between us and the idiotic Dark Elves who keep attacking. And here, I believe we should be able to move up. Okay, we'll just attack with our little army here. Although before we do that, we could grab some Blessed Saurus, or some Blessed Cold One spears. What are the Blessed Saurus compared to regular Saurus? So this particular unit of Saurus is a little damaged, so that the health is a little hard to tell, but I think they have more health. They have less leadership, but that's probably because of the, and melee defense because of the chevrons, so they have a bit more melee attack, a bit more weapon strength, and a bit more charge bonus. So they're just kind of all around a bit better for the same price. Ultimately, we have some Blessed Cold One Spear Rider units. I don't see them as particularly needed in this fight, but because we do have the Carnosaur, so because they're anti-large, armor-piercing as well. So I think we're going to go for maybe two units of the Blessed Saurus. That should, yeah, we can afford it. And then charge on in there. Okay, looks like they're not going to run away, which is good. They have a Terror and Fear. They have a whole bunch of Witch Elves and Shades. So, yeah, the Shades have missile damage and they're hidden, so that's going to be quite nasty. The Skaven Pelt Banner we can put on one of our new Blessed Saurus warriors. Give them Frenzy. Put a Standard of Discipline on the other one, and we'll throw a Lichbone Pennant onto, I think onto the new Lord, because he was quite a bit of trouble to get spawned here. We will control a large army, and it should be a relatively easy battle, but we will fight it because otherwise we'll probably get probably get, because we have a small attacking force in our main front, it'll probably squash one of our Blessed Saurus, which kind of the point of spawning them here was because we'd like to get some chevrons on them. So that instead of being sort of comparable to regular Saurus, they'll be, you know, just better. Yeah, it's also good we spawn something, because otherwise, well, I guess we would have had enough units to use up all our battle standards. 3 units is not much of an army, though. Okay, so we have a bunch of forest in the middle. So that's good for our infantry, because we won't have to worry about their ranged, but bad for the Carnosaur. I think the Carnosaur will descend after their lord. I don't think they have anything else large. I mean, unless there's any other specific threat. The Carnosaur is just all around kind of great at killing stuff. Okay, our reinforcements are coming in from the other side of the map, behind the enemy. So I think we're going to start off over here on this hill. Yeah, we'll start off over here. 16 is a okay start. Yeah, so we're going to start off over here and sort of run off into these trees, try to meet up with the other force. That will be our plan. We'll put... actually, no. This is better. Just because these guys will be on the left. If we lose them, they're easy to replace. So this will be Group 1. The Carnosaur in Group 4, and our Lord in 0. And he has a Potion of Healing. Oh, we forgot to give somebody the Wand of Jet. That's alright. Okay, and he has Tempest, which is good against flying units. Soul Quench, which I think is a magic missile. Definitely don't want to use that in the forest. This is very dense trees. Very much denser than the trees that you see in the first game. There's Phos Protection, which helps an ally with melee defense and armor. It's very nice. And Wind Blast, which it's a wind spell. So with that, we're going to start the battle and move these guys all the way through the trees to meet up with the other army. So their force seems like this, but remember we're just seeing the Witch Elves here. Okay, so we have some Saurus with spears. Regular Saurus. We mix into this line here. These guys all have shields. These will be Group 2. We'll set them up in the woods here, like so. I'll tilt the camera down a bit just because we're going to be needing to look down more. We have Chameleon Skinks, which are, I think they have Stalk. Actually, we'll put this guy on 3. Is this guy mounted or anything, or is he just on foot? Looks like he's just on foot, so we're going to put him into Group 2. Just to help that group out. Our skink cohort with javelins. Oh. And we do that. And these guys can just form up over here with the Slan Mage Priest up here. We also have Holy Sita, which seems to have an effect range of... Okay, so this reduces their missile accuracy and damage, so that's helpful. We'll put these guys in Group 5. We can get them moved up over here. They should stay hidden. These guys will be Group 4. We don't really want them. We don't really want them in the woods because they're large. So we'll send them up and around this way, sort of screened. It's kind of have a weird mishmash of an army here, so bear with me here. Oh, nope. How did... Okay, so these skinks we'll send in here. Saurus warriors here. Lord over here. These Saurus warriors over here. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have any artillery to blast them with, so we'll have to rely on. I guess we can drop Holy Sita on their archers when they appear. Put our skinks. How fast are the skinks? They have reasonable speed. We can put them in skirmish mode. Should be visible from here. They do have some. Oh wow, they have very impressive missile resistance. Huh. That's cool. So they don't have shields or anything, but they have very impressive missile resistance. So the Carnosaur and these guys, we'll just put them together. They kind of all do the same thing. Carnosaur in the middle. Speed things up a bit just to wait for our forces to get into place. Also do have some Pterodon riders, which we'll put in to drop rocks when the time is right. Okay. So, now that that's all ready, I think we're going to get Group 6 to go in and start shooting at the Witch Elves. Then we're going to lock Group 1, send them on one side, and Group 2, we're getting them formed up over here. Ready to go in, get our Slan moved up. We can drop Holy Sita in now. At the same time, we can start pinging away at their Witch Elves, and we can lock this formation and send these guys in. Okay. Wind Blast does not have a very long range. Whoop. Whoops. Okay, that's not what I meant to do at all. So this in, maybe. Lock Group 2. Send them in. Okay. So Group 4. I think I've lost control of them. They're fighting some Witch Elves here. These guys are trying to run away from the rocks. Still going to drop them on them. Did some damage. Have something going on over here. Drop Holy Sita over here. Drop down their missile damage. Our Carnosaur is over here. Kind of want to get around in there. Actually, we can get it through here into these guys first. That's probably better. Got these guys up over here. We send a Wind Blast at some of these Witch Elves, maybe. Get them cleared out. That does not have long range at all. Get these guys into the shades because they're a problem. Get our Carnosaur in. These guys are unfortunately still rampaging. But Group 2 should continue to push up this way. Million skinks, of course, need to keep these guys slowed down. Can we get Faz protection on some of these cold ones? Okay. Oh, these guys need to get into here. Send them in and around. Send these guys up this way. Get some damage into them. Is there anyone left here behind? We have our Source Warriors with spears. Send them in over there. Well, the cold ones with spears, rather. Is there any range damage coming in at us? There is not. We are doing most of the range damage that there is. Carnosaur needs to keep on going in. These guys should do pretty good. Wind Blast over there should finish them off. Oh, they're still fighting. I wouldn't fight if I was them, but that has long range, but not that long. I'd like to see how this spell goes. That's a cool one. Okay, so it's like a fireball. Trying to get these guys focused in here. And we've just about mopped them all up. These guys can get in here. These guys. Yeah, these battles with a lot of monsters and things, and the rage, you get really strung out weird battles with the Lizardmen like this. I'm not quite used to it. But we were victorious nonetheless. Decent kills all around. I mean, not amazing, but they didn't have huge numbers of units on the field. The Witch Elves, unsupported Witch Elves, seems like a terrible idea. But I think this is one of those cases where I destroyed all their other recruitment buildings, so they don't have anything else to fight us with. Okay. So, 1300 is pretty good. Oh, we got a Berserker Sword. So, 1300 treasury, or 100 experience for one turn. I think we're going to take the money, actually. We killed their hero in that battle. What do they have left over? We can't reach them this turn, so we'll pop ourselves into the settlement and put in a point. I think we're going to go into Root Marcher first. It's always helpful. Okay, so we told Adolf to go after Ss'ildra Tor. He has the option of doing that or going after Nilosi. I'm not sure what the AI is going to choose to do. I'll leave it up to the AI to choose its own adventure. Chotex Causeway. We could buff up. Yeah, put in the Makla'gor Labor District. Maku Peaks. I think we're going to go for. Definitely going to put the upgrade the main settlement first. Down here, we're building this, which is good. How is replenishment down here? Yeah, that's good. All our units should be up to, or most of our units should be up to full power next turn. Which, oh, and I had the idea to, we'll just do it while we're here. Since we have the Sunburst standard on these guys, we're just going to rename them to the Sunburst Temple Guards. Just, you know, we've had them since the start of the game. Doesn't look like we're going to lose them at this point. They're all the way up to a yellow chevron, so, you know, well done, guys. We continue to have this group of, I guess, high rank garbage units banging on our door here. Not too worried about it, to be honest. This is tempting. We still do have the construction costs reduction active, so if we're going to build something in the next few turns, we should build it now. Gosh, I'm just not real sure what we need the most. You know, I'm sort of keen to get some Cold One riders, so I think we're going to go for that for now. And our last plot, actually no, we need to leave this empty because we have two monuments to build here once we get this leveled up. So yeah, we'll leave the spot empty because we need the spot for a monument later. The Fallen Gates, we could upgrade this. Yeah, I think we've upgraded everything we need to. So we're just going to go ahead and yeah, this fella is doing what he's supposed to be doing. End the turn there. Man, the High Elves have a really huge power bar compared to us. Like, terrifyingly enormous. The Dark Elves do as well. I think it must be based on the number of armies that you have. So they must have several really garbage armies, I guess. So we'll see if the Empire colonies. There's no need for this. Your world colonies, not sure what they did. These guys are going to ask us for a peace treaty, which of course we're not accepting. We have no reason to. They seem to be in pretty dire circumstances. Well, it could be the AI sometimes gets stuck with a bunch of really low fightiness armies. And instead of disbanding them and recruiting new armies, they just sit there and languish for turns and turns and turns. So we have a rating from this army here. Builder for Mazdamundi. Income and construction cost. So that's fine, I guess. So we have another population surplus point here. So I think it's going to go into the Monument of the Sun. Yes, we'll put in the Monument of the Sun. Because we have lots of building to do up there. Now we can go up to here, which should put us in range of the Temple of Kara for next turn. Going to ambush here in the forest, so that if this army decides to come back and try to take this, which there's no reason to first attack this for 41 income, that's very silly. Yeah, so if they decide to try to come down here and take it back next turn, we'll ambush them and have a lovely time. But yeah, it's on to the Temple of Kara, and then we'll, I guess, go to the war with the Lizardmen over here. They took all our money and didn't do anything for us for many turns, so I don't feel bad about this at all. They've made a very large army here. Most of these units are useless in a siege, though. Look, they have a ton of wolves and Marauder horsemen, and if they go up on the walls of these guys, they're going to get killed by Lizardmen, so not overly worried right now. Hexwaddle, we're leaving that empty spot there because we have other things to do. Buildings all looking good all around. So, Makla'gor, the question of what to do with you. I mean, we do have enough income that we could grow our army a little bit. The New World colonies seem to have...
The Empire.
Where did he go? Oh, he went into the water?
Greetings, stranger.
He is still at war with Ss'ildra. Maybe we'll give him Grey Rock Point as a target. That would be also nice if you were to take that out. That would get rid of their last recruitment building. So, Makla'gor, we could get him... I mean, we can't do any recruitment in this area, but we could go with global recruitment. Well, we have Chameleon Skinks unlocked. That's kind of neat. They seemed pretty good in that battle we just fought. 218. The Lizardmen are all really expensive, though. And 2-turn recruitment, I mean, for that much we could go down here, recruit for, go down here, recruit for a turn, force march down into Hexwaddle, and recruit for a turn, then come back up. So I don't really see a purpose in that. I kind of want to push up and start attacking them over here, but we're going to need a couple more units to do that. I guess we could widen out our army with another Blessed Saurus warrior group. It seems very silly, though. We kind of just need some skinks to widen up the army, and then maybe we don't really need more anti-large. What is their anti-large bonus? It is 14, so that is substantial. The Pterodon Riders, they're just sort of expensive and not very good. Some skink skirmishers might not be bad. But still a very small army, so I think we have to send him back to recruit. So we will just force march him all the way back up here. Up to here, I think. Actually, can you get all the way over here? No. Okay. And then next turn, we'll start recruiting some more units for him. I mean, we could send him after this army here just to get him some levels. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, okay. So I think that's everything for this turn. Things are generally looking good. This guy hasn't moved again. I'm kind of fine with that. We'll just pop him over here. That's sort of more central. He could go into this army, or he could help out over here next turn. Not sure which I want him to do. The High Elves, man, these relative power bars are, I mean, the Cult of Pleasure, even they're like way ahead of us. I think it has to do with the number of armies. That must be the only thing, because I mean, if you went by the strength of my armies, I have basically one crazy unbeatable army over there that there's no way that they could reliably be able to attack. Royal colonies, once again asking me for a military alliance, giving me a little bit of money. I'm not worried about it. Maybe later. Does seem like they're going after Grey Rock Point like I asked, so that's good. I don't think Ss'ildra will be able to force march in there and defend it next turn. Not really sure what these undead are doing. They're just kind of going back and forth, it looks like. Yeah, that's kind of strange. Mazdamundi's ambush was foiled, which is too bad. We have raiding in the Settlers' Coast, and we have Camotor is ready for recruitment if we want to use him again. New World colonies are in fact moving against that settlement, so they should be able to take that for us next turn. We are going to just move Makla'gor over a little bit here. I think I think we can keep him in astromancy stance and have him do local recruitment. We can indeed. So I'm thinking I don't really need chameleon skinks. They are really good, but they're also very expensive, and their range is kind of short. I think just the regular skinks, what is their relative speed? 48 and 48. So they have the same speed. The chameleon skinks do melee poison damage as well. I mean, let's just compare these two units here. So regular skinks don't have stock or vanguard deployment. I'm not really sure what I would do with chameleon skinks, to be honest, though. I think just regular skink cohort with javelins is our best bet in most situations. So I think we're gonna go for. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, we really should change the commandment here, which is fine. We'll swap it over, and next turn we'll recruit a little bit more. Yeah, we should switch to the alignment of war, and maybe instead of doing this, we will send him over towards the towards Skeggy, just to help out over here. So we won't do any recruitment this turn. We'll recruit next turn. We'll pop him into the army, just to help out, and I think that's everything we need to do right now. The Dark Elves should be preoccupied for at least a couple turns up there. The New World colonies should take out their only. Alright, the orcs are replenishing, so if we go and take Temple of Kara, they'll come and take Phalanxla back, I think. So I think our only option here really is to go after. This would give us 10%. Oh, we have Foe Seeker to get us into the second tier. So I think we're going to do that. We could just send them up to assault units in this army. We'll go ahead and do that. Lots of talking lizardmen there. So that was a success. Yeah, did a decent amount of damage all around. And I think we can hit the Temple of Kara this turn, maybe. Looks like we can, maybe. Nope, not this turn. We're like one pixel off of where we need to be, so that's that is frustrating. Things are going steady here, so it'll probably take some maneuvering to get things figured out on this end, but should be easy. We'll peace out with them immediately after we take both of these settlements, and then we can rush into Tlaxlan in a new war. Meanwhile, the ritual is, I mean, we're just a hair behind the other. Clan Morris is caught up at a suspiciously high speed. That is quite suspicious. There's some rubber banding going on here. And we do have the scrying pool, which means that we can go after interpreting the old one's meaning. But I think finishing off the sequence of massed combat is the right thing to do first. So we'll go through that process. And I think that'll be the end of that turn. Yeah, the ritual currency, I don't really see how Clan Moors could possibly have gotten that much that fast. Because I think they lost everything, or at least half of their stuff. Oh, really? They're going to do this again? Okay. They're going to die, but they can try it. New World colonies in here, and they've taken Grey Rock Point. Very nice. Yeah, that's much better. I much prefer having the New World colonies up here. Surrounded by friends. That army has at last attacked. That is a supremely garbage army right there. So we missed this, which was the impossible mission we were given a little while ago. Gotten gifted musicians. The conclave of your generals has struck upon the notion of pressing popular musicians into military service. This has come as a shock to the performers in question, but has proved an instant hit with the troops, and they're marching harder than ever before. Army movement range has increased. 15% increased movement range for the next 3 turns. So that's not bad. We could go in immediately. Let's just see what the balance of power looks like if we just attack with the settlement garrison. Oh yeah, it's mostly in our favor. So we're not going to do that. We're going to come in with our lord and his tiny, teeny little army here. But he'll be supported by the garrison. Slowly just float on in there. Oh yeah, this is probably this is not interesting to watch. I assure you, if there would be no fun had by anyone actually watching that fight. 895. That's not bad. I think they're cornered, so let's just go ahead and take the money. Oh, no, they managed to run away. Okay, so we have another level for our Toad Lord. And I think he is going to go down the red tree first. I think it's more important to buff him up that way. He doesn't have any crazy OP abilities like a certain someone. And we can finish them off here. Oh, lost one of our blessed warriors. That is, that's not good. Well, probably should have just played that. Probably wouldn't have lost them if I actually played it. Gained a Great Warder. Research rate plus 10% and enemy siege holdout time -1. That's quite good. Can we get this onto our lord here? We can swap out the... yes. Great Warder. Yeah. I think we're going to go with that. And put him back into settlement to replenish. So that's unfortunate. We lost one of our blessed source. Gee, I knew that. I knew something like that was going to happen. We also got a level on our skink here. We can't put him into boost income for now, but let's see. He has crazy missile damage. Good heavens. 463. That's bananas. Give him melee attack. I think piercing shots. If his first unit is a pterodon, I think that's probably the... I think we'll keep him on the pterodon if we put him into any kind of use in that front. Yeah, so we'll go with that. It's very unfortunate we lost one of our blessed Saurus pointlessly like that. Not the best judgment call on my part. The orcs are still just kind of chilling out up there, so so that was an easy win. We're going to occupy this. So that's Orc's Bane. As money's collecting these, he wants the whole set. So I think Mazdamundi's army, Sacred Guardian, Croxgords, Temple Guards, Stegodon, and Bastildon units. Yeah. Melee defense for Stegodon and Bastildon. Weapon strength. They're kind of plenty strong already, to be honest. So this is buffs to Croxeros and Temple Guards, which he already has the reduction in Temple Guard cost, so that's not a bad idea. Pterodon and Cold One speed. Skirmisher, so this is the weapon strength for Skinks. I think we're going to go down the Skink path, because I think what I want his army to be, it isn't right now, but mainly Skinks and big dinosaurs. That's sort of my feeling for what Lord Mazdamundi's army should be like. I don't know why I think that, but that's what I kind of want to aim for. We'll get a peace treaty and some money out of the orcs. More money? They'll give me more money than this? They'll give me lots of money. Let's try that. No, that's... Come on now. I'll try 2,400. Okay. So, we're now safe here. I don't think they'll attack us next turn. We don't have a treaty with them or anything. Nope, no treaties. So, we should be safe to go in against them anytime. We could get trade with them and try to build up an alliance of some kind, but it seems easy to just kill them. Seems much easier to just kill these guys. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for us to do. Anything? Oh, this is available for upgrade. We're definitely going to do that. We have more money or public order. I think we'll put the public order in. We could use growth as well, but I think public order is more important. We don't want this place rebelling. In fact, it's going to rebel in a couple turns anyway. We can put in a Lizardmen Plaza. So I think we'll have to rush back with Makla'gor's army to try to put down that rebellion as well on the other side. Which unfortunately means that we haven't done any of the recruitment that we plan to do over here, but so maybe we'll just get them over this way as much as we can. Why do we have Holy Sita? Not sure why we have this. Yeah, so if we're gonna do some recruitment, we can pop this in as well. So I think that's Sakul is done there. We're going to send him up in this direction. And that's all we need from him. Should be... Public order is relatively good here, all things considered. And we'll go ahead and end the turn like that. A lot of end turn phases in this episode, much more than the previous episode, which had a lot more battles. Seems to alternate back and forth from episode to episode. I do a bunch of battles, then I do a bunch of administrative work. I do a bunch of battles, and I do a bunch of administrative work. Taking a long time to get down here and get this ritual resource site, though. I've been meaning to do it for like the entire game. Yeah, so they're gonna go in and raid there. Those fellows are going to go over and try to retake their settlement on the coast. And the idiotic New World colonies are going to send themselves back down here because they're stupid. Empire Coast, not sure what they're up to. Don't really want them on our land. Okay. And there are the High Elves starting their second ritual. The Fallen Gates, we have some raiding. Oh, okay. Grateful Paragons, minus 20%, or minus 20, that must be percent, minus 20, or maybe it's just literally minus 20 money. So some reduction in hero action cost. Okay. So... this would be trespassing here. We don't really want to alert them to what we're up to. So I think we'll just come right up to the border here. And then go into Astromancy stance if we can. Get some extra vision across the border. There is a Clan Skyry Doom monk here, as well as a Banshee. That's a little weird. Sakul we can bring into the area to do a bit of scouting. Doesn't seem to be anything that can kill us next turn, so that's good. Okay, so Makla'gor, we'll bring him up this way as far as he can go in regular stance, and then we'll recruit a bunch of skinks, whole bunch of skinks. In fact, we'll perform the Rite of Ferocity. Yes, Rite of Ferocity is the one we want. We will recruit some units for him. So this will give us quite high level units to start with. Let's get maybe 4 skink cohort with javelins, and what else do we need? Maybe just a couple more Saurus warriors. I think 2. That's actually fine. Let's say 3 skink cohort with javelins and 2 regular skink cohort. Just give us a few more infantry and a bit of ranged in there as well, or I guess combo ranged melee. Makla'gor is up to here. New World colonies. I guess they don't see that they're under threat from these guys at all. I wonder if I can just tell them to go after Ss'ildra again, just to keep them up north, actually doing stuff. And I believe that's everything we can do. There is going to be a rebellion here. 2 more turns? 3 turns? Okay, so I mean, this might go in early enough to stop that. And if it does, we'll just turn north with our skink army instead of south, or west. Yeah. So that's all fine. And we do have quite a bit of money, so I'm thinking we should put in a desperate intervention against the High Elves. Waiting a turn or 2. Maybe we should just throw it in immediately now on the following turn. They should be turtling up pretty hard right now. Their balance of power, they just had like 10 armies or something. That's bananas. But I guess they're probably making a lot of money. They're going to try to bypass everything and go for our back line. Okay. It's not a bad approach. I mean, we are going to crush them if they try something like that, but they can try. New World colonies, go back up north. Okay, good. Yep. All right. Yes, you'll protect your land. Thank you. Not as dumb as they look. Vampire Coast, also pretty powerful. I don't know why they would try to assassinate Sakul like that. That's sort of unsporting. Warband of the Eagle. Interesting. Okay, so failed assassination attempt. We finished our research of the Saurus. New World colonies are moving out against Ss'ildra like I asked them to, which is amazing. We'll try to interpret the Old One's meaning, which will give us our second tier of abilities. If we force march, we can get into Chotek's Causeway, which would keep them from going in there. I think they're going to try to go after Maku Peaks. I don't think they can go past it. So I think we've just force march up to Chotek's Causeway. That's probably our best bet here. Knowing they can just sort of like walk past our settlements like that.
Foolish request.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Yeah, I hope they don't get into our area back here. We should be able to chase them down though. We can go back to money and such here, or wonder if that's the sieges. Yeah, I think we'll just go for the money one. Skeggy is ready to be upgraded. So that's something we might do. Might we do this? I think we're actually going to look at... Yeah, I think we're going to throw in a Desperate Intervention. So we should get visibility up here. Not sure where our intervention goes. Does it go in the next intern phase, I guess? I think we will upgrade Skeggy. It'll give us another 2 building slots, I think. This is 3 construction slots, 5, yeah. So that'll give us 2 slots, which will allow us to probably finally get order stabilized in this region. There's a lot of wrecks out here. I guess they've just been building up over the course of the game. Okay, and now on to the main event. Lord Mazdamundi is just out of range of... Oh my god, this is very annoying. But he's just in range if we go into regular stance. So we're going to go ahead and attack the Lizardmen. We don't need to call the Lizardmen Intervention Army to help us. I don't want to confuse the AI. That's the only reason I didn't check that box there. Okay, we're going to continue this siege here because we would like to get Zakul into the army. I think we're going to take Zakul off of his Cold One for this battle. Because we'd like him to be able to climb walls or something if needed. I mean, we don't really have time in this episode, but I think we can... Well, we'll end it here, guys, and we'll start the next episode with taking Flaxland from the Lizardmen, who were kind of dicks to us for the first, 30 turns of the game. So thanks for watching, everybody. Leave comments below. Let me know what you thought of the episode so far. And see you around here next time.